Hi everyone, Luna Gamer Alex here, and this is YosUki and Games. And I'm alone in my game room. I live stream every single one of my gaming sessions since 2010, and I have been saving them to my YouTube channel. I do this to allow me to take a glimpse back at all of my gaming adventures, sort of a detailed observations of my life as a gamer. The session is starting now, and I thank you for watching.
Alright, so we're gonna continue playing The Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. And at the end of last session, I actually missed doing one more thing. I was looking at the board here, and I was looking up. The top of the board, the threat level actually has increased when we drew the Skies Darken, the second Skies Darken last session. So instead of just two, I actually resolved two shadow cards at the end of last session when I actually needed to resolve three. So I haven't done that correction yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. David actually in the comments also pointed out that that I made a mistake in regards to moving the this particular Nazgul because I thought that this when I was moving this up towards Frodo, I actually moved this Nazgul to Gondor because I thought Gondor is like it shared that border with Mordor. Well, and then the names also, it's easier to justify it, I guess, when I saw Gondor and Mordor. When the you can see that there's a vertical line going up here, and I guess when I was looking at the map, I was just because this looked like a natural, like, you know, this just looks like a natural chasm actually just going up the mountain range there. When this is the border of Mordor right here, and so Mordor is actually sharing a border with Ithilien instead of Gondor. So, because this actually looks a little bit more natural when it comes to like the map line, like but it's actually right here, which makes sense. You can see that Mordor is surrounded by the mountain ranges, and then I was looking at that this morning, and I was like, because I was a little worried now. I think we already have we went through half of the uh, what do they call these player cards? We already went through almost half of the player cards, the player deck, and I think if you run out every turn that you run out of the deck, I think you lose like two hope or something like that. We'll have to look at the rule book. But I'm not even gonna worry about that for now. But there is a time limit element to this game, and based on our performance thus far, I'm not sure if this is gonna be possible. So we'll see, because we still have two more objectives to complete. One is about ready to be completed though, because what's his face? Gandalf is just sitting there waiting to liberate Isengard, um, and this should be pretty easy for us to take care of. Rallying up troops and then moving it down to North Ithilien. Um, and then the other thing I noticed when I was, when I was looking at the border of Mordor, to get to Mordor, you actually need to spend stealth points or stealth symbols. And I was like, wow. And some of these point of entries, actually, they have like crazy amount of stealth symbols that you have to spend. Like this one over here, you need to spend 4. And then to get to Mount Doom from there, you have to spend 3 more. So the best approach for me right now, because we don't have a lot of, well, we have some, but we're gonna set up now. I have to start banking them because to prepare to get to Mordor. You know, on top of everything else, on top of making sure I have enough resilience, which is 5. And then look at and then on Mount Doom there are 3 enemy troops now, so that's already 3. Yeah, there's once you get there, I think there's a rule on that objective cards of how you're gonna be able to succeed in destroying the One Ring. So the more enemy troops um, uh, are guarding Mount Doom, and the more Nazguls are in Mordor, I think the more difficult it is for you to succeed. So, so I guess one way to do it is, making sure that at least get um, Frodo and Sam to Mount Doom, and then just maybe have them wait there while we try and get the Nazgul out of there, out of Mordor, um, by initiating a battle somewhere, so that we can have the Eye watching the battle, stuff like that too, and then attempting to destroy the One Ring. So, but yeah, this is quite an undertaking. I didn't realize that it takes a lot to get to Mount Doom, which actually makes sense. That you need to they need to be stealthy to be able to get there. All right. But if you're already using the stealth route, though, well, no, but because I think with Frodo and Sam, you look at the destination. So it's not only that, like if we're gonna go through this way, even though this requires, and this actually requires you to come from Udun, so that's not like just one stealth point. That's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to spend 5 points there just to get to Mount Doom from this route. If you're going this route, you need 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, so this is the easiest way, is from South Ithilien. Ithilien. But here's the other thing. You have to spend 2 stealth points, and then once you get there, you have to either roll a search or spend another stealth point. So it's because with the way that works with Frodo and Sam is you have to look at the destination, it says. So because there are enemies here, if you don't use the stealth symbol, then you have to roll a search. So it's it's rather difficult. It's quite an undertaking. But let's go ahead and get this resolved. The third, because you can see here it says 3 at this level, at this threat level. So, I only did 2 last session. So let's go ahead and complete this one. And it says that, so I haven't done anything on this. It says +1 to Nern, so army troops are really growing there over at Nern. Well, this one actually. Well, I think because they moved. We moved this, I think, once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, maybe not. Oh wow, 5 over there. Okay. So +1 to Nern, and then deploy 3 Nazgul from Mordor to the Eye. And since we don't have anybody, no Nazguls in Mordor, so we have to go by the largest group, one at a time. And now the Eye is in Gondor, so this might not last long. This session, because I think we're almost at the end. I think we're gonna get destroyed here during this session. So the largest group outside of Gondor is actually largest, is Misty Mountains. So we're gonna move one at a time. So they want 3. So 1. And then there's still the largest group there, 2. And then for the third one, I can pick and choose because so which ones do I want to be moved at this point? Because they all have 1. I think we might want this one, and the reason why that is because these 3 are actually far away from Mordor, so let's keep them there, and then we'll just move this one in Ithilien into Gondor. Okay. So now it is done. And then if the eye is in Mordor, recall 3 to Mordor. Okay, yeah. Now we can go to Merry and Pippin. And what we're going to do with Merry and Pippin, I think, is go ahead and... can we even do it? 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 2 friendship icon. Oh, symbol. Let me see here. Let me look at the card. So to do the give us a song, if Merry and Pippin are in Frodo's location, spend 3 to gain 2 hope. Once per turn, we can gain the 1 friendship token from the supply. So maybe we can do a distract instead, because there are too many freaking Nazgul over there. But let me think about this. Oh no, we do have enough. 1, 2, 3. We do have enough friendship. Because I was thinking, if I take the loyal friend action, which generates the 1 friendship, we're not going to have enough action points to get to Frodo and Sam, and then do that. Give us a song. I think it's important for us to do that because our hope level is too low. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So 4 actions. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no! It's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. So maybe we should do a distract. God damn it. And I'm thinking of moving Frodo and Sam to a haven, actually, just so that I can feel a little bit more secured. Yeah, I guess we have to do a distract because there's no way we can get to Frodo unless we want to move Frodo first. But that requires us to use 1 stealth. And again, now I'm thinking that we need to save up on the stealth symbols. I mean, we can stealth move because there's no way we can survive if we don't stealth move them. So we have to stealth move them here because just to get them to the this haven over here, Dol Amroth, is gonna require 1 stealth symbol. So because I was thinking maybe move them here, and then they can reach Frodo. So I guess at this point the options are whether we should distract or whether we should just say fuck it, let's move over, let's meet at erect let's move to erect. And what a meeting point. So let's move them to erect and then gain hope. So let me think. So yeah, I'm thinking we should just distract it. It's like almost every single time we resolve a shadow card, it's like it's just gonna bring the freaking Nazgul back. I think we should get the hope, and the reason why I say that is because next when we get to Erwin, she's gonna do a battle over there, so the eye is gonna get is gonna move. I think that's the only time when it's, well, I guess that of having three of them moving over here in the next couple of rounds is bad too. How many can we distract? Two Nazgul. I think we need to hope. Two Nazgul. And then he's going to be compromised because he's not going to be in Haven. And the reason why it's important for them to be in the Haven is because some of the roles, the search roles, they don't. Let me see here. The search role. Yeah, some of the die face here actually will be the lose hope symbol is actually ignored if you're in the Haven, so we might get lucky where, you know, it's not gonna affect us so much. So I think we're just gonna do a distract. So I'm gonna go ahead and accumulate another friendship. That's action number 1, and then after that, maybe we should move them far away. Maybe then they need to move up here before we do. Yeah, let's try and move those Nazguls like really far away. We can either move them to Rivendell, to Rudar or Eriador. Maybe we'll move him to, but then we're also moving him too far away to do hope in the future, to regain hope in the future. But I think at this point, I don't know. Let's move him to Holland. Let's move him up here. So that's action 2. Action 3 is going to be spending that one friendship to move 2 Nazgul up there. If there are fewer than 4 Nazgul in their region. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna move these 2 up here. Okay. And then I think, oh, hold on. Mirkwood, Misty Mountains. I guess I should have moved to Misty Mountain now because I can't willy-nilly just go there. I mean, I have to spend another friendship, and I'm not willing to do that. And then to go this way, that takes up too many action points because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I was thinking maybe I can also do a preparation. But remember, when you prepare now that I've learned that lesson because I made that mistake. Whenever I'm thinking about doing a prepare action, now automatically in my mind, Haven. You have to be in a Haven because we already have 2 illegitimate symbols in our midst. But anyway, I think that's it for Merry and Pippin. And then Frodo and Sam, we're gonna move them down here, like I said, because we want to make sure that they're protected, and we're gonna use 1 stealth, so that we now have to do a roll. And the reason why we have to do a stealth check there is because there are Nazguls in the region. Let me just make sure. Let me look at it. I think it's on the Frodo and Sam card. Yeah, it says when Frodo travels, the current player must either spend 1 search or roll a search for Frodo's destination. Where's the destination definition for Frodo and Sam? I thought it was on that card. Oh yeah, here. See, if traveling, check Frodo's destination. Roll 1 per Nazgul. So if the region has a Nazgul, Frodo and Sam, they will always have to do a roll unless you use a stealth symbol. So, because they're being watched closely by the Nazgul, apparently. Or if there are troops there, then they're also looking for Frodo and Sam. Okay, so that's done. Now we're gonna draw 2 player cards. First one is another resilience. That's nice. Because remember, you need 5 resilience to be able to attempt to destroy the ring. And then another resilience. Okay, that's cool. So we have the 5 that we need, but it's also, you know, we have one more that we can hold here card wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have to manage that, you know. So it's, if we can convert them into symbols, we should. So okay, now I have to resolve. Here's a scary part that might be game ending. Now I have to resolve 3 shadow cards. The first one is going to be a bottom action here, +1 to Umbar. Umbar is down here. Oh, we're already at max here. They're almost at max amount of army troops that that we can have on the board here. Now we have to deploy 3 Nazgul again. See, I mean, this is crazy. Okay, so now they're coming back, even though we distracted them. But instead of having all 8 here, now, you know, now they have to redo that again. So the highest number is right here, so 1. And then now I can pick and choose. And like I said, let's try and keep them as far away as possible. So the second one is going to be this one, 2. And then the third one is going to be this one, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jesus. So 7 Nazguls now in Gondor. Alright. Well, it could be max here. Maybe I should have done the... maybe I should have done the hope. Oh no, just leave it down here so I know how many I have resolved. Second one is again going to be the bottom action. And now it's +1 to Isengard. Okay, see, there's always something. We were about ready to claim... Well, no, because we need 1 more. But now we have to fight again, which might be okay because then they will move the eye. So Isengard's over here. Oh, and then shift the eye to Frodo's region. If it's already there, roll a search. Okay, so this could be the game ender. But we're in a haven. And we have to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maximum number of dice that we have. We have to roll all of it. But remember that we can also... Let me see here. Character present, spend resilience to reroll 1 each. Now, you can only reroll once. Is I think what that means, because the way that they describe, like, if it's something that you can do multiple amount base, they would say spend resilience. I've seen it somewhere else, like even on yeah, I think it here on for Gandalf. It says if Gandalf is present in battle is rolled, you may spend valor to change the same number of dice to any results you want. So same number of dice. They would have said that here. Spend resilience to reroll any number of dice. They would have said that here, but instead they say characters present spend resilience to reroll 1 each. So in this case, Frodo and Sam is considered 1 character, so we can reroll 1. This is the end of the game, I think. But you know, it's never over until it's over. So let's see what happens. And I think that Frodo and Sam also has an ability maybe that we can use to nullify some of these things. So let's check. Whenever a search is rolled, you may spend friendship also to ignore the same numbers. Yeah, they will say that the same number of results to be ignored. So we do have what 3 friendships. So this might not be the end of the game after all. It depends on how bad this roll is going to be. So let's see. So we're using all 7. Nice. Very nice. Okay. We can work with this. So we have, make sure that it's visible on the camera. Yes. So we have 3 blanks. So we don't have to worry about those. A couple of these shiny eye thing. I think this means those Nazguls actually just go back to Mordor. Let me make sure. So those are fine too. If Nazguls are present, recall 1 to Mordor. So for some reason, 2 of them just got bored and just flew back to Mordor. And these would have killed us, would have ended the game. But what we're gonna do, now I have to decide, do I want to even attempt to reroll? Or do I just want to spend 2 friendship to ignore both of those? So let's spend 2 friendships to ignore both of them. Let me make sure I read that right. Elrond support once per turn. Sam's aid. Whenever searches roll, you may spend friendship to ignore the same number of. Yeah. So that's a power from Sam. Huh? Okay. I guess like if you want to think of it thematically, like Sam's going, trying to distract the enemy or whatever, and that's how they managed to keep the hope up because they didn't get discovered or whatever. So yeah, let's do that. We're gonna keep that one in our pile here, and we're just gonna use these. And whenever you use these cards, we always read the flavor text, the number factoids from the Lord of the Rings. 14 hobbits sat down to eat at Farmer Maggot's table. Oh, okay. Was it a scene? Was that scene shown in the movie? I don't remember. Okay, Harren with 130 years the old Took lived. What? Who's the old Took? Is the old Took a hobbit? I'm curious now. The old Took, huh? Oh, an old hobbit. Hobbit of the Shire. Okay. The old Took. Okie dokie. Alright. Okay, so the game... we're good, but we have to draw another one there. There's one more. It could be another freaking search roll. Okay, again, the bottom part of the card, and that's +1 to Dunlin. And Dunlin is right here. And it says the poetry Nazguls from from Mordor again, and after being distracted, they came back. Not distracted, after whatever they were doing to Mordor, refilled their soda or something, I don't know. They came back, and then there's one more from... We'll take this one, because leave that one far, far away. Okay, that's it. Not too bad, but kind of scary. But we're still here. Okay. Did we? Yeah, we did. We did. Because I was like, did we actually draw the two cards? We did. Okay. Because yeah, we did that, and then we did this, and that's how we got the friendship cards, and we use it for the search roll. Okay, that's fine. All right, so now it is Gandalf's turn. Now, we're trying to liberate Isengard here, so he's going to battle again, and then that's going to move the eye to the Misty Mountains, and we have two troops, so we're gonna use 2 dice. Before we do that, maybe we should summon more troops. When Gandalf musters, add 2 troops. But the problem with this is now, you know what, at this point, do we, no, it's, well, it will increase our chance of getting rid of this. Yeah, because I want to keep that. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. We'll reaccumulate friendship, hopefully, to muster, and then he's gonna get 2 of this troops. I know there's a hard R that you have to not hard R. Hard R is on that one word that the description for that one word when people use it badly. There's a rolling R for this troop's name, and it is Rohirrim. Rohir. So we got 2 Rohirrim troops here. So that's action 1. And then that means that we can use 3 dice. That's better. So action 2 is attack. And there's no Nazgul there. That's good. So we're not going to lose 2 troops. And we're just going to use this. That's fine. I can lose 1 of my troops here. And then and we get to get rid of 2, but they only have 1. So now this is available again for us to conquer. But the problem is now we don't have enough valor. So and you can only conquer like, so like if I draw a valor card now, that means that my turn has ended, so I can't just, once that's revealed, that I can, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and conquer it now. But I might be able to do that by just moving, what's this face, Legolas after the end of this turn. Let's see what else we want to do with Gandalf though. Let me see. Is there anything else anything worth doing with Gandalf? So he's only acted twice, right? 2 actions. So muster and then battle. So now if we land on an area with enemy troops, we still have to, it doesn't just initiate a battle. It's only enemies can initiate battles like that, but I think for us it has to be an action. Yeah. But with the enemies, when they're marching, when they land on areas with alliance troops, they attack. So for us, it takes, we have to approve that attack. It doesn't just happen automatically. Because I was thinking maybe I can just go up here and battle these guys over here and then move the eye over there. just so that we can clear, you know, the enemy troops over there. But it might not be a good idea. Okay. Well, it might actually, but to be honest, you know, we might get more enemies spawning over there. So you know what? Gandalf is fine. Gandalf doesn't have to do anything anymore. So just stay put over there. We're in Gondor. We don't have a Gondor card, so Sam and um, Frodo can't do anything. Can't do a prepare. Nothing. So we're gonna just. We're gonna stay put. Yeah. I'm just gonna stay put. Okay, so let's get two cards. So we have a Rudor card here. Oh, look at that. We finally... So Legolas should be able to conquer Isengard. Okay, so there's one. And then an Edenwaith card, which has resilience. And we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Okay, and then now we have... Okay, there's a scary part. We have to... this is not good. We have to roll. No, because now the eye is over here. So I think these Nazgul's gonna fly over there. Hopefully. So 3 cards to resolve. First one is again bottom. +1 to none. And I just heard that Suki just got activated, so I think I need to take her out to go pee pee. But I'll wait till she comes in. Oh, she's in here. Probably seen it on the camera, right? Hello, you need to go pee pee? Alright, let me resolve this real quick and we can go pee pee, okay? Move to Nazgul closer to Frodo. Okay, well, at least it's not that bad. I only have one that's far away from Frodo. Okay, that's number one. Alright, probably heard that cry from Suki, so I'm gonna go take her out. Alright, Suki is taken care of. Did we finish this? We did. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, again, bottom here. What's going on with the shuffle? +1 to Isengard. See? +1 to Isengard. This is ridiculous. Oh, but now we can go fight and then claim it. Okay, that's which is fine. Hey, girl, go back to bed, sweetie. And then deploy 3 Nazgul to the eye. So all the Nazgul... Oh, no. The Nazgul, so the eye is over here now. That's right. Let's not forget. And the other one has... Oh, that one's just closer to Frodo. Whoa, it's a nice... nice little change there. But now we're sending 3 over here, which is cool. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Because of the battle. Okay, nice. And then the third one, that's 2, right? Yeah. And then third one, again, at the bottom. And now we have more over in Isengard. They really want to protect this Isengard. Well, it's ridiculous because they know that one of the objectives is Isengard based. And then move to Nazgul closer to Frodo. Like these Nazguls are doing extra work. They're just like flying everywhere. Okay. Alright, so not bad. So those are the 3 shadow cards, and then now it is Legolas's turn. And with Legolas, remember he can shoot Nazgul's back into Mordor using stealth, but we gotta conserve stealth as much as we can. He can get one stealth from the supply per turn. So we can do 1, 2, stealth. Oh no, we need all of his focus on this battle. So it's 1, 2, and then third one is gonna be the battle. So which is we're gonna roll 3. Because we have 3 troops over there. We have to destroy 2. And no, we're only able to destroy 1. There is a Nazgul here, which will destroy 2 of our troops, all 3 of our troops. So what we're gonna do is we probably have to re-roll, or let's see what our options are. Okay, for rolling a battle. At the bottom, spend resilience or to re-roll. We have to re-roll because if not, our troops are decimated by this one Nazgul. This one Nazgul is able to destroy, because when you roll that, this nasty face here, this particular icon, if Nazgul are present, remove 2 troops. So that's a total of 4 troops that Nazgul is able to destroy. And we only have 3, and then we won't be able to claim Isengard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna re-roll. Okay. So we have 2 characters there, thankfully. So, and we have plenty of resilience. So we have to re-roll these 2. We can afford to lose 2. Okay, so we're gonna re-roll 1 first and see what the result is, and then we're gonna go from there. So we have Athelion. This is the farthest one. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that one. Let's read the flavor text at the bottom. 7,000 of horse and foot assaulted Mordor with the captains of the west. That's fancy schmancy little lore bit there. Okay, so I'm gonna re-roll this one. And I'm losing 1. I'm gonna keep that one, of course. So that's 1. And I can live with that one, because that's 1 enemy. That's just losing 1 of our troops. But that's still bad, because Nazgul is still there, and 1 plus 2, so that's all 3 of our troops going to be destroyed. So now, let's just say that it was Gandalf that re-rolled that one. So now Legolas is also going to re-roll. We're going to use the one from, I guess at this point I just pick and choose. We'll just pick the one, because Misty Mountain's there, and then Rudar's right next door. But Ananwith is actually easier to get to, because I'm thinking about doing prepare and converting. Well, there's no wait a minute. In Adamwaith doesn't have a haven, so we can we can just use this. So this is new bits of revelation. It's like some of these areas don't have any. They don't have havens, so you should use their cards. Easier to choose like which cards that you want to deploy. So 3 elven rings forged by Celebrimbor. Okay. So now we're gonna re-roll this one. So with this one we keep, of course. So that's when the second enemy troop, and one of our. Did it? Yeah, they have 2 there. Okay, and one of our own. Okay, so we're gonna re-roll this one. We just have to not roll the Nazgul, and we're fine. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. So 1 more enemy troop, allied troop, and cool. and one enemy troop, but that's already destroyed. So now, so remember that he was from here. So 1, 2. Third action is battle. Fourth action is he's going to claim or convert. What would they call that? Conquer. What is the keyword for that? Capture. So he's going to capture Isengard into a haven, and that also means that they can't generate troops here anymore, enemy troops, which is great. So that's converted into a haven with 1 troop and these 2 guys over here. And running out of spaces here. And then the eye's already there, because whenever you do that, the eye also would gaze upon the captured enemy stronghold, but the eye was already there because of the battle, and we gain 2 hope points, right? Yeah, gain 2 hope. Yay down here, gain 2 hope. So 1, 2. Okay. Doing good. Okay, and since there's no troops in Rohan, remember this is also part of the quest. So the requirement for Saruman, your staff is broken. And that's a setup for the beginning of the game. Complete if both the following are true. Isengard is a haven, and newly minted haven over there. Rohan is free of shadow troops and shadow strongholds. So we look at Rohan, which is down here. No shadow troops and no shadow stronghold. So that's done. When completed, the current player may gain 1 token from the supply. So that's going to be Legolas, but it's a shared bank here. What is it? Resilience. 1 resilience from the supply. So this is done. So now we have 2 objectives done. We just need to take care of challenge Sauron, and then after that, Frodo and Sam can travel to Mount Doom and attempt to destroy the ring, the One Ring. Okay. Okay, so that's... Oh, and then now it's Frodo and Sam's turn. Do we want to do anything? Do we have anything to do? And the answer to that is no. I mean, we can move them over here. We can move them over there, but that, we're gonna use resource there. So you know what? Just chill. Don't do anything right now. Just chill. Okay. So now I'm gonna draw 2, because that's the 4th, right? Yeah, he took 4 actions there. Legolas did a lot that turn. Okay, so we're gonna draw 2 player cards. We got a Mordor stealth card, and then the next one is a Ravanian stealth card. So now we have 3 stealth. And remember, we're also trying to bank stealth so we can get to Mordor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 cards total. Now I have to resolve 3 shadow cards. First one. Oh, finally we have enemy advancement. So it looks like from Umbar to Helm's Deep. So Umbar is down here, and looks like they're moving this purple deep. Is it blue? Bluish purple, a purplish blue arrow here is what we're looking at. Oh, it looks like there's going to be a battle? No. Okay. Here, and then here, and they're trying to get to Helm's Deep. Okay. So this one moves over here. Oh no. Oh no, Minas Tirith. There's no troops in Minas Tirith. This is bad. If there's no troop where if it's a haven, it's going to convert into an enemy stronghold. I think we're gonna lose three hope here. So because I was so gung ho on getting this done, you know. Yeah, that's not cool. Let me see. Let me look at it. We have to look at the rule book for that one. Yeah. I guess the lesson learned here is with a stronghold, you always want to make sure that well, you know, we were kind of looking at it, but we get distracted by the other stuff going on in the game, you know. If shadow troops now occupy a haven and no friendly troops are present, it becomes a shadow stronghold and you lose 3 hope. God damn. Yeah. That's not good. Okay. So, so this one goes over here. These guys go over here. Well, look at this. Wow, this is a horrible. Because it's like a long march there. I mean, a long line of enemy troops just marching together. Okay, and then Minas Tirith now has been taken over by the enemy. So now it becomes an enemy stronghold. Jesus. And we lose 3 hope, right? Let's make sure. Okay. Yeah, up. Lose 3 hope. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see. Oh, we have 2 more shadow cards. This is not good. Okay, now it's gonna be the bottom one. +1 to Dunlin. Dunlin is over here. And move to Nazgul closer to Frodo. Ay. 1. From region closest to him, of course. And then 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is not good. And then third one is oh no, third one is Wheels of Saruman. I forgot what this does, but let's see. Choose one of the following to do. Remove 2 friendly troops from the board. A single player must discard a total of 2 player cards. We can't, and or despair, lose 1 hope. Yeah, let's choose despair and end the game. The only answer to this is removing troops. 2 troops from the board. Let's look. I mean, the amount of troops that we have right now is pathetic. So I think we have to remove the cards. Or symbol, it says. We're gonna remove the cards. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove 1 resilience and 1 oh, and then I forgot to use these, by the way, to let me remove those. I forgot to remove those from our bank because we use it to conquer Isengard. Let me just read this real quick. 464 miles the Fellowship traveled from Rivendell to Lorien. That's too geeky of an information. Like, why are we counting the miles? Is that even in the book? All right, maybe. I don't know how detailed like the book the book is or the books are. The trilogy. I think it's like total of 6 books or something, right? Because also the Bilbo Baggins stuff. Let's see. So we're gonna Rudar. There is a haven in Rudar, Misty Mountain, Mirkwood. Where's Mirkwood? Over there. There is a haven in Mirkwood, Rovinion. Where's Rovinion? There's no haven in Rovinion. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. One stealth and one resilience, I guess. Okay, I'll take Rudar. Crazy. 18 fathoms. Frodo and Sam climbed down the cliff in Emin Muil. And 2 trees on the door of Durin on the western walls of Moria. Okay. Yeah, time is almost up to here. Because look at this. Like, the discard pile is higher than the draw pile here. Okay, those are the 3 shadow cards. So now it is Eowyn's turn. We need to get Eowyn down here and start killing off these stupid fucking Nazguls. Oh yeah, and then there's 1 troop over where Eowyn's at. I think Eowyn is supposed to get rid of that in a battle and then start moving downwards, I think. I think that's what we should do. And her thing is when Eowyn musters in a Rohirrim, okay, him, Rohirrim. But she's far away from Rohan. Okay, so Rohan, Rohirrim. Okay, got it. We don't even have any friendship symbols. If Eowyn is present when the battle is rolled, remove 1 Nazgul in the region from the game for each Nazgul result roll. So not lose 2 friendly troops. Yeah, she can kill off freaking and it says from the game. It's not even it's crazy. It's from the game. It didn't say from the region. It says from the game. I don't even know if they're able to replenish their supply of Nazguls, because I haven't seen any where it says recover 1 Nazgul or bring 1 Nazgul back into the game. I haven't seen that. So this bitch needs to participate in like all the battles. But it has to be a battle where the Nazgul's at. So maybe she should have been like with Frodo all this time. But we're gonna do a battle over there. I think. Yeah, the Nazgul's movement have been closer to Frodo. Shit, yeah, because I was thinking, did I make a mistake? Did I make a mistake where it needed to go over here? Those Nazguls, no, they're going in towards Frodo. Okay, let's do a battle while we're up there. So we have 2 troops, and we lose 1 troop and 1 enemy troop. So I'll remove the dwarf one. Now, can we choose? Well, no. I think whenever, and then this the eye. It's up here now. Over at Mirkwood. Yeah, it says. Yeah, I don't think you can choose just roll one. Okay. So that would be action one. Is there any action two? She's going to prepare. She is in a haven now. See, I'm remembering that. So we're gonna prepare this Mirkwood resilience card. 95 Thoraine's age when he was taken to the pits of Dal Guldur. Okay, so now we get one. And that will be his second action. And now she's going to... Maybe she needs to go around the map, participate in battles, and get rid of frickin' Nazguls. Like she can go over here. But these Nazguls are very mobile. They're like all over the place. It's hard to chase after them. So unless you're close to Frodo, I think it's a fantasy. So I think she needs to just start moving downwards towards Frodo. So she took 2 actions. 3 and 4. Okay. So that's it for this session. We're still hanging in there. So I like this though. I mean, just go complete the lap with all the characters and then just stop there. Unless we're really close to the end. Well, actually we are, but I thought the game was over like during Sam and Pippin's turn, and we're okay. So maybe it's possible. Oh no, we're not done yet. Hold on, we're not done yet because we haven't done the See, I'm getting too excited. Okay, we have to draw 2 cards, right? Okay, she just completed her, yeah. We have to draw 2 cards and we have to, yeah, the game might be over now. Let's draw 2 cards. So we have a friendship card. Rohan, friendship card. Yeah, don't panic. I caught myself. I caught myself ending this turn without completely resolving everything that I needed to get done. So we got 2 friendship cards, one from Rohan, the other one is Eriador. We have 4 cards total. Now we have to resolve 3 shadow cards. This is, yeah, so this game might be over. Okay, Dawn of War, Drums of War, so that's just them getting more army over in Mordor, which is bad, really bad actually, because it's gonna be very hard for Frodo to get this done. 1, 2, 3, so just 3 army, additional army in Mordor. We only have 3 left in the bank for enemy troops, so they're almost at max. This is crazy. Oh, that's the first one. 2 more cards. Second one looks like it's at the bottom. See, now they're all getting close to Frodo. They're already there. Oh no, there's one that's sitting there in the back. And then +1 to Nirn. So Nirn is, Jesus Christ, Nirn is right here. And then 2 Nazgul get closer to Frodo. They're all already there, so only this one travels down here. And then the last one is advancement. So from Dunwyn to Greyhaven. So this could be it. This could be the end of the game. Because I know there's a lot in Drum. Okay, not yet. It looks like Sam and Pippin might need to go back to over here to protect these those two havens here. This is insane, insane. And then we have to roll a search. Oh no, the eye is up here. Whew. Okay. Because we need to move the eye back to Frodo. Looks like okay. So plus. Oh no, that's the bottom. Okay, I'm getting too excited. Just advancement at the top. So they're trying to get to they're trying to get to Grey Havens, which is here. So through the purplish blue line or purple line. So 1, 2. So yeah, somebody needs to rush over to Grey Havens, or even the Shire. Actually, somebody needs to rush the Shire, and looks like we probably have to move Gandalf, because Gandalf has that ability, that cool ability. We don't even have the resources for it. This is insane. We're gonna lose this for sure in spectacularly epic fail fashion. But anyway, we'll stop here. So now that's all done. So Merry and Pippin is gonna be next, and we'll see. Like next session is probably gonna be short, and I just don't want to keep going now, because just like earlier, I thought it was over and it's not, so it might drag on a little bit more, but I'm trying to keep these videos shorter, so that the files are also not too big for me to upload. But yeah, we'll stop right here. Again, a pretty fun session, but yeah, feeling a little disheartened because of where everything's going, but this is a really fun game for sure.
Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. I truly appreciate it. Happy gaming!